Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. Sorry, guys, just getting a little organized here. Any questions as to what it is that I do? How do I do it? Services that I provide. If you're interested in a private reading, information on Patreon, and all of that fun, beautiful, wonderful things, down below in the description. So we are jumping right into Capricorn. Capricorn, for the next couple of weeks, your song is On the Floor. And there's two parts, a part of two different verses, I guess. Whew. Let me introduce you to my party people in the club. It's a new generation of party people. Get them up, oh yeah. So, anyways, no, I'm not going to sing that song. But that is the verse that is speaking to me the most. And what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing is new. New, 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 new. I'm going to go ahead, focus our attention and energy on the water and candle and see what it is that is coming in new for my fellow Capricorns. Whew. So what I'm picking up is within like the last couple of weeks or months, probably even going back like 6 months or something like that, there has been a lot of change when it comes to the environment or the people that you have been surrounding yourself with. Whether intentionally you were distancing yourself or people were starting to distance themselves from you, regardless of whichever way it went, there's a lot of leaving the old behind. Now, when I say that, that can apply to anything. That can apply to people. That can apply to connections, like romantic connections or relationships that you were in. That can apply to leaving an old life behind. That can apply to leaving a certain environment, a certain way of thinking, certain addictions, whatever it is that you for so long suppressed or held on to, knowing, because you did not, it's not that you weren't aware, you knew that these were things and places and people that you had to walk away from. These are people, places, things that you had already outgrown, but for some reason you wanted to hold on because you wanted to bring the old into the new. And finally, you are in this place of acceptance. So let's say if there is a connection that you spent, the last 10 years dealing with a person back and forth, or you were at a job for 15, 20 years, or, you were always hanging around with the same group of people, whatever it is, right? You're finally at that place where you accept that the moments, the time, the energy, whatever it was that you invested in those things and people, it is okay to walk away, because we're no longer holding it as to from a place of like, oh, I can't let this go because I did this, or I've spent this much time in this area or with these people, with this person, but more of like, I get it now. I get that job, that person, those people, this addiction, this and this and this and that served its purpose. I learned what I had to learn, and now I am ready for the new. So what is the new bringing in for you? It is bringing everything literally from a perspective of like a fresh start, meaning instead of staying in those addicting energies, because I know from experience, once I start something, it's like I want to just, I want to master it. But then once I master it, I have a very hard time letting it go, right? And I feel that a lot of the Capricorns that were having a challenge when it comes to letting things go, when it comes to letting people go, places, whatever it is, and I feel that for the majority of the Capricorns, it was a way of thinking, a way of perceiving things, and letting that go, and knowing like from within that by letting that go, what is coming, what you're walking into is going to be, will be, is greater than what you have, what you had in mind when it comes to planning certain things. Excuse me, guys. So to me, it's like you're no longer weighing the pros and cons. Like, oh, if I leave my job, what is going to happen if I move in this direction? Or if I leave this person, how am I going to feel this way or that way? Or if I leave this group of friends, like, and that doesn't mean I'm going to be alone. Like, I'm not going to have any friends and this and this and that. And it's like all of these things that you would spend time and hours and effort just constantly trying to control, you're finally at that place where you can just let it go. And you're letting it go not from a place of resentment or of a place from not because you didn't get your way or whatever it is, but because you finally have that understanding that there's nothing there, regardless of what situation it is, but there's nothing there that can help you moving forward. There's nothing there that can come with you. There's nothing there to learn. The lessons have been learned. The pain has been suffered. You have suffered losses in many aspects of your life, whether they're financially, romantically, emotionally, mentally. I feel that a lot of the Capricorns, even though they would show up to work or they would show up for people and they would show up for the world, they were still dealing with a lot behind the scenes, a lot of things that because the people that you are surrounded with, the people that you are around with, the people that you work with, the people that you used to get in relationship with, can never see you weak. Let's put it that way. I'm going to use the word weak because whenever you needed to vent, whenever you needed the help, whenever you needed someone to just be there, and you would express that, then what would happen is you were viewed as weak because this group of people or these people that you were in relationships or these jobs did not know how to help you because to them, you were the one that everyone came to for the help. So now you're moving into relationships and connections with people, whether romantically or in any other aspect of your life, where there's going to be an equal give and take in every aspect, where you're not going to have to battle yourself mentally or emotionally, where you're not going to have to battle yourself every day because you so want to be there for people, but the people that or the places and the things that you're leaving behind were so draining that it would deplete you to a point where you felt like now you were the one that needed the help, where you felt like, okay, now who do I go and vent to? Who do I go to? Like, who do I communicate with? Who can I have a conversation about the things that I have been I've been struggling with, not from a place of like trying to victimize yourself, but just from a place of just being able to say it out loud. Because sometimes when we say things out loud, then it causes us to really evaluate what it is that we have been going through. And when we are able to do that, then we're able to learn the lesson. We're able to see things clearly. Whereas whenever you try that in the past with, these situations, people would just try and project what was going on in their lives. So you always felt like you couldn't speak. You always felt like there was no one to talk to, just in general. Like if you ever questioned something or had a thought or whatever, like if you ever try to communicate it with these people or, whatever, nobody ever got it. So as you started to realize that, you knew that change needed to happen. But because of the time that you invested in, because you wanted all of these people or this specific person to come with you, you kind of literally kept yourself stuck because nothing was holding you back but yourself. The fact that you wanted to help as many people as you could, or you wanted this specific person to come in to the new with you. But what you're finally not just understanding, but understanding is that you were there to help them see a certain part of themselves that they were refusing to. You were there to lead so that they themselves know that they can overcome things and that they can too reach their goals and their dreams. But now, with everything that is happening, it is about you moving forward. And these people, or that specific person, I feel like there's a person that is really concerned about, like someone specifically that they're leaving behind energetically, or just leaving behind completely. Now, those people have the same choice that you have. Are they going to stay stuck in those energies, or are they going to follow? Are they going to start doing the work that is required to catch up to where you're at, so that when they are ready, if they choose to, and if you yourself choose to, then here in the future somewhere, you guys can reconnect. But you're no longer spending that time or that energy focusing or worrying of how everything that you're leaving behind is going to end up. How everything and everyone that you're leaving behind, how things are going to turn out once you're gone. Because it's not your place. It's not your responsibility. Your responsibility, your duty is to yourself, not to anyone else. And you yourself know that you tried multiple times. You were always there. You always tried to help, whatever it was in the case may be. But these energies that you're going into, I'm not picking up so much of like as a new love, like from another person, but being more in that self-love energy. And love will be sneaking in when you least expect it. Some of you do have to literally and sincerely let go of the control of when these people or that person is going to catch up, or what can you do to get them to catch up faster. That is not up to you. What is up to you is to move forward and to continue on your path, and to continue on doing the things that bring you joy, that bring you clarity, because that is like the only thing that is going to bring love, like that type of unconditional love that you yourself have not experienced from another human being. It's not that you haven't experienced unconditional love. It's that you haven't experienced it at a level like what you would call like in this world, the 3D. And it is going to sneak up on you because of the simple fact that you allowed yourself to release and completely let go of that of the past. And to me, that's actually quite beautiful. As Capricorns, we're always focused on what's next. We're always, making charts, planning ahead, trying to, take the next task, the next goal, and just kind of like always working that in this aspect of things, you're going to have a lot of beautiful little surprises as you're focused and working steady to whatever it is that you're working towards, whether that's starting a new business, whether that, is starting, like, feel like some people are going to be starting like non-profits organizations. Some people are going to get more involved within their communities and things like that. And it's like, as you're working diligently and you're just really focused on that goal, love is going to go ahead and surprise you. That by the time you go ahead and you try to analyze it, it's like, oh, shoot, I've just been enjoying it and actually living in the present moment, which is quite beautiful, which is actually what we should all be doing. We shouldn't be so focused on what we don't have, because when we focus on what we don't have, that is really more of what we are attracting towards ourselves, and is more of what keeps on becoming and staying our present. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out an oracle card for advice for you guys. Capricorn, Hunter, track down your fears and desires. And to me, this represents that, like, finally letting go of the fear that if you move forward, you move ahead with your life, those people, that person, those things are not coming with you. But knowing that, letting go of those fears, things are going to, the outcome of it is going to be way more and way better than what you have ever expected. Whew. Alrighty, Cappies. the dog, that means that my time is up. Hey, let it go. Somebody outside. There's somebody at my door, so I'm going to go ahead and say bye-bye. I'm kind of yelling over the dogs because they're right next to my door because there's somebody at the door. It's just kind of funny. Anyways, have a wonderful, beautiful day, and I hope that this message resonates with you, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.